9 years ago, my brother punched me and cut me out of his life after his wife called me trash. Yesterday, they showed up at my oceanfront mansion announcing they're moving in. I just smiled and locked the gate. 9 years ago, my own brother punched me and cut me out of his life because his wife called me trash. Yesterday, they appeared at my oceanfront mansion, ready to move in. I just smiled and locked the gate. My name is Kyle. That day, 9 years back, my brother hit me in the face, then stared straight into my eyes and declared, "Trash like you doesn't belong in my life." He walked away with the woman who had poisoned everything between us. After that, there were no calls, no birthdays, just absolute silence. Now, fast forward. I built myself up from nothing, eventually becoming a CEO and buying this beachside mansion. And guess who showed up the very next morning? Smiling, suitcases in hand, they said, "Hey, little bro, got room for family?" They assumed I'd forgotten. They assumed I'd crumble. But what I did next, they absolutely never saw coming. The air hung heavy with the scent of charcoal, stale beer, and an overdose of feigned cordiality. It was a muggy Sunday evening in Charleston, South Carolina. My brother Caleb's backyard buzzed with the usual cast of characters. Cousins catching up, uncles tipsy on light beer, someone charring ribs on the grill and faking culinary expertise. I stood apart, plastic cup in hand, nodding, smiling, playing along. I dreaded these gatherings, yet I returned every year, clinging to a desperate hope that this time, they might finally stop treating me like an afterthought. My sister-in-law, Venus, floated through the groups, her usual fake smile plastered on, a southern debutante turned queen bee. Everything about her screamed, "I own this family." And sadly, she wasn't wrong. "Kale, sweetie," she purred, too loudly, resting her manicured hand on my shoulder as if performing an act of charity. "Still between jobs, huh? Must be nice. All that free time." Her words hit harder than a physical blow. A few people nearby offered nervous, soft chuckles, enough to make it sting. Caleb remained silent, taking another swig from his beer, his gaze fixed on the lawn as if it owed him something. "I'm actually freelancing now," I replied, keeping my voice level. "It's flexible. Pays well." Venus tilted her head. "Flexible is a nice way of saying living off other people's hard work, don't you think?" Something inside me fractured, just a little, but I didn't respond. "Not yet." Caleb finally spoke up. "She's got a point, Kale. You're always around for free food and good company, but the rest of the year you ghost us." "Ghost?" I was the one who called. The one who showed up to help Dad fix the deck. The one who lent Caleb money when he and Venus were underwater on their mortgage. I swallowed hard. "I never asked for anything," I stated. "Oh, come on," Venus chimed in. "That's such a martyr thing to say. Just own it. You drift. You show up, empty-handed. You're 37 and still figuring it out. The family's tired." The family, as if I wasn't part of it. I looked around. No one spoke up. Not Aunt May, whom I'd driven 2 hours to pick up from the hospital once. Not Uncle Brent, whose lawnmower I'd fixed last summer. They all just stared into their drinks. Then I saw Mom, sitting quietly on the porch, holding something small in her hand. She caught my eye, then looked away, her expression unreadable, as if she wanted no part of this but wouldn't intervene either. My chest tightened. I turned back towards Venus, ready to say something, anything. But Caleb stepped between us, his eyes glassy, his